Hello everyone, a warm good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to our webinar. Today we are going to discuss about e-waybill management. Myself, Kuntal Dasgupta, your host on this side, will discuss about the configuration part, and we'll also discuss about e-waybill management, its benefits, its need, its background, and we'll practically check in Busy how we can configure e-waybill management in Busy. So let's start the session. Now, what do we mean by e-waybill management? Since e-waybill management is basically an electronic compliances mechanism in by way of a digital interface, a person causing the movement of goods can upload the relevant information prior to the commencement of movement of goods and generate an e-waybill number, a unique e-waybill number through e-waybill NIC portal. So every transaction will get a unique e-waybill number that can be generated automatically through Busy in behalf of e-waybill NIC portal. Now, what are the backgrounds of e-waybill management? There are many backgrounds like applicable, exemption, purpose, validity, and cancellation. We'll discuss one by one. Applicable means e-waybill is applicable for those kind of transactions that are related to a supply of goods. Other than supply of goods, there are many transactions like sales returns. So e-waybill can also be generated through sales returns. And in inward supply from an unregistered person, like if you are going to purchase of goods from your unregistered party or unregistered vendor, in such scenario, you can generate e-waybill. And in case of stock transfer from branch to branch, so if you are going for a stock transfer entry from branch to different branch, in that such scenario, you can generate your e-waybill number also. Exemptions. Exemptions may vary, depend on the kind of transaction. Like if a transporter is with non-motor vehicle, if the goods that is been transported through from the custom port, if the movement of good is done by the defense ministry, in such scenario, e-waybill is exempted for such kind of transaction. Purpose: to ensure that goods are being transported compile with the GST law and is an effective tool to track movement of goods and check the tax eviction. Validity. Validity depend on e-waybill, the how much distance the goods is acquiring depend on the distance of that movement of goods. The validity depend on the distance of movement of goods. Like say if a goods is moving in a distance less than 100 kilometers, then the e-way will be valid for a day, and for every 100 kilometers the validity will extend to 1 day from the relevant date. Cancellation. Now many question arise related to this, how we can or what are the rules that e-way can be cancelled or not, or what is the provision period to make the cancellation of e-way. So you can cancel your e-way within 72 hours, and this cancellation can be done through Busy software also. No need to go to your e-way portal and do the cancellation procedure. You can do directly from Busy. We'll check practically when we will see in the Busy software. Needs. Now, e-way is needs for maintaining a proper standardization. Like e-way also offers simplicity and standardization, as each state previously had his own declaration forms, his waybill number or permit number, which were a demerit to the business. So this kind of things are got reduced. e-way as e-way came, it had maintained a proper standardization. Eviction of taxes. Obviously, it's check the tax eviction of movement of goods. It's make a hassle-free movement with proper documentation. It provide tracking of a movement of goods. Also, EWay will help to maintain a easy verification of the movement of goods through QR code also. The beneficials. There are certain beneficials of e-waybill management also, like less documentation, no need to maintain multiple document. It's may help to maintain a less documentation part. efficient transportation. It make proper transportation efficient through e-way management. User friendly, as you know that busy software is also user friendly in our sense. So e-way management also become quite user friendly. No need for a certain procedure, no need to go to a department, no need to move physically. You have to just log in online and you can generate your e-way. Remove waiting time also. It helps to remove certain kind of waiting times that arises when we physically move to department or we physically submit certain document to get a e-way number or registration number. So this kind of provision will get removed through e-way management. Now here comes the implementation part. Implementation has certain process, like first you have to go to administration, features and options, and sorry, administration. Under administration you can get a configuration button. Under configuration you will get a features and options. Here you will get a option called GST/that. You have to click that button. Under that you will get a e-way bill enable provision. So if you enable your e-way bill management, you will get a configuration button which get highlighted with certain information like your company's place, your PIN code, your e-way GSP ID and password that can be generated through your e-way portal. We'll check practically when we do or when we will share our busy screen. Next is the dual GSP registration. As we have added another GSP Suvidha provider to take care of e-way bill. So you can think now that how power busy is providing to maintain your e-way bill. If any of the server get down or if some cases e-way will get slow, then another server will take care about this. Master configuration, there are certain point that certain node needed to be set in our mind before generating an e-way bill. One is the master configuration. Under master there are various part like account master, like customer master, like unit master, like item masters. So we'll check one by one in practical section. And there are voucher series. There are few options that needed to be enabled to generate or to get the pop-up of e-way bill generation directly from the transaction. So after getting your transaction saved, you will get a e-way bill, a unique e-way bill number generation provision, whether you want to generate automatic mode or you can generate through JSON mode also. Now here is certain screenshot of that implementation option, like features and option. You have to go to features and options, then you will get a e-way bill requirement button. You enable that e-way bill button and you will get a configuration button like this. A highlight configuration button will display the entire information about your company, your company's place, your company's PIN code, your if you want to set a limit, certain limit that for central transaction you want to set a limit that above 50,000 transaction, e-way bill pop-up will come for generation of that particular transaction. Or in local case, you can set a limit of 1 lakh. And you, if you want to generate an auto e-way bill number, so in that scenario you have to enable this. And when you enable this, one thing you have to make sure in your mind that firstly you have to log into your e-way bill portal. Under e-way bill portal, you have to generate your GSP user ID and password under our GST Suvidha provider, that is Webtel or Pinnacle FinServ, or both Webtel and Pinnacle FinServ. So you can generate two GSP or you can generate single GSP also. And but make sure that GSP Suvidha provider under which you are going to create your user ID and password, it should be Webtel or Pinnacle FinServ. Next, dual GSP registration. Why we have provided this option, dual GSP registration? Because as mostly feedback come in our end that e-way generation getting slow or server is getting down. So what is the main or what how we can get back or how we can help in this scenario? So we have added another GSP power to take care about your e-way bill, so that if any scenario Webtel Electrosoft server get down, Pinnacle FinServ will help in such scenario to generate the e-way bill. Master configuration. As I have said that there are few points that needed to be get in our mind One of it is the master configuration. In master configuration, there are many configuration part like companies configuration. Whenever you go to company, edit company, you make sure that your company's address is full. You have fill up your address, your pin code, company's pin code. Material center is needed if you have multiple branches, or if you have multiple godowns, or you want to dispatch from different godowns or different branches. In such scenario, you have to provide your material center address, your material center pin code, state, and station also. So in case of party, you have to maintain your party GSTN number, you have to maintain your party's station, pin code. In case of unit, unit means whatever measurement you are defining in your item, like it's kg or meter or piece. In such scenario, there is a unit UQC, means unit quantity code, that should be filled up in your unit master. Otherwise, e-waybill generation may create some error. In item master, you have to mention your item HSN or SSC code, item taxation part. And in transporter scenario, there are two part, like ID, transporter ID, or vehicle number. If you maintain, it is mandatory that you have to maintain your transporter ID along with transporter name. And if you have vehicle number also with you, then you should mention your vehicle number of that transporter in the transaction, so that you can generate part B of the e-way bill, or you can get the printout of part B of e-way bill. Now, this is the voucher configuration that I was discussing, that you should have defined these two features while going for a generation of your e-way bill, whether in sale or in sales return or in purchase. You have to enable this input transaction detail and generate e-way bill after saving. See, there is a screenshot of transaction, dummy transaction of sale voucher. Here you can see whenever a sale entry get done, if you click the save button, this generation of e-way point will come. It may be automatic, it may be JSON. For automatic, you have to register in your GSP portal. It's a one-time job work. You have to you have to do from your e-way portal, and you put your GST user and password in business configuration portion. Then it will generate automatically each and every transaction. E-way will generate automatically. No need to go to your e-way portal and upload this transaction. This is kind of printout. This is an example printout of e-way. Now, this is a tax invoice. This is a standard tax invoice that Busy is providing. In standard tax invoice, you can also provide your e-way bill number, and Busy are also providing advance bill format. You can design your advance bill format, and you can define your e-way bill detail also in advance bill format also. Now let's move on to practical section in Busy. Let me share the Busy screen. Here, the first configuration part for the implementation purpose is to go to administration, configuration, features and options, and then you have to click GSTN/VAT. From here, you have to enable your e-way bill number requirement. Whenever you enable, a configure button will get highlighted. Click this configure button. You have to define your company's place and your company pin code, along with limit. If you want to set certain limit, you can set your limit. Otherwise, you can place 0. If you want to create e-way bill number for each and every transaction, whether you exceed your limit or not. And if you want to generate your e-way bill in an automated mode, you can enable this option. If you want to print your e-way bill in a detail or in a summarize mode, you can select this option also. If you have already created your e-way bill idea, GSP user ID and password through your e-way bill portal, you have to put this ID and password under our GSP Suvidha provider. If you have generated your ID and password under WebTel, then you have to put your GSP user ID and password in under WebTel, and you have to click this OK button. So let's say I show you how GSP user ID and password can get created through GSP portal. I show you a sample of that. Now, if you click auto generation, let me show you the sample screenshot. For auto generation of EWay bill, you have to go to in this way you have to log into a EWay bill portal. If you log in on your EWay bill portal, under EWay bill you will get a registration detail on your left side. You have to click the registration detail. Under registration you will find for GST. You have to click for GST, and then you have to verify your OTP. That will be gone to your registered mobile number. If you click the send button for the OTP. After getting verified your OTP, you will get a creation box, addition of new GSP ID and password. When you click add button, you will find multiple GSP Suvidha provider name. You have to select Webtel or Pinnacle FinServ from here. Under Webtel or Pinnacle FinServ, you have to create your ID and password. So if you create your ID and password, you click the add button. You can do simultaneously in case of Pinnacle FinServ also. You select Pinnacle FinServ and then you create another user ID and password under Pinnacle FinServ and click the add button. So in this way, you can create your EWay bill GSP ID and password through EWay bill portal, and you put whenever it get created, you put that GSP ID and password over here. If you have done your creation under Webtel, you have to put your ID and password under Webtel. If you have done under Pinnacle FinServ, you have to put ID and password under Pinnacle FinServ. Let's say I have set a dummy user ID and password under Webtel Electrosoft. Then I put my ID and password under Webtel and I press the OK button. And I save this configuration. So this is the first configuration we need to do to enable EWay bill management in Busy. Now, second thing is that to check whether I have put in my information, whether I kept, placed my every detail of my transaction. Like if I put in my company's address properly, then I have to check through edit company. I can check through edit company also. Here I can see that I have provided my address detail, my telephone number, my email ID, whatever information I've got. Address is mandatory. I have to put my address detail over here of my company. Next, I will check in the master's configuration whether I have created a customer or whether I have put my customer's detail over my customer master, like customer address, customer GST detail, customer station, customer pin code. This station pin code GST detail, this station pin code is mandatory, and I save this option. Next, I will check in the item master whether I've selected or whether I put my HSN detail in my item master, whether I put my taxation category over selected my taxation category or not. And then I will check on the material center that I have said that if you want to set a different dispatch detail, if you have different branches or different area from where you will supply your product, in such scenario you want to get the address detail from your material center, or you want to face the address detail on your EWay bill printout. Whenever you select bill from dispatch from mode in EWay bill transaction entry module, then you have to provide your entire information related to dispatch, like address. To provide your address over here, you have to provide your from place, pin code, from state, and next is the these are the information required in the master. And next is the transporter detail. If you want to create your transporter ID, or if you want to update your transporter detail, you can update from here also, from transaction, GST miscellaneous utilities, input transporter GSTR ID. From here you can update your transporter ID and ID, or whatever address you have with the transporter, and you can save this update. And next is the unit. Unit means that I have said that every unit, like box, piece, kg, meter, whatever unit you are using in the item master, you should define this UQC for EWay bill. If it's remain blank, then if this option remain blank, then it will create error in EWay bill. You have, this is mandatory. You have to define your UQC for EWay bill. So let's say I define box as my UQC for box. Now I have set certain configuration in my master. Now I will check the voucher configuration, series configuration. For that, I have to go to administration, configuration, voucher series configuration, and under voucher series, I have to select the module or the series of that particular entry module from where I want to generate my EWay bill. Let's say I select sale module and I select the sale series. Under series, I select in the right side, I click the voucher configuration button. I check that this point is get enable or not, or let's highlight this point, transport, this point and this point, EWay bill. This point, both these points should needed enable. If you want to get a pop-up of auto generation or pop-up of JSON generation or EWay bill directly from the transaction, you have to enable this option. Next, you can see that we have provided generation of EWay bill from purchase also. You can see if the unregistered transaction is going to done from purchase entry, then in such scenario, you can generate a EWay bill by enable this option. If you want to generate a EWay bill from sale return also, you can see that in sale return, we have also provided generate EWay bill option. You can enable this option from sale return also. Next, I show you a dummy entry. Let's I go for the sale entry. I provide any of the number and I select a party called global marketing. You can see that a billing shipping address box has come. If you want to change your shipping address of that customer, in such scenario, you can change your address manually. By default, the master address will pop up or will get phased in the shipping detail box. You can change it manually. And the material center location means from where you want to get dispatch. If you fill up the location address detail, and if you enable this dispatch from option in the EWay bill printout, then you can maintain this material center address detail, or you can make it blank if you want to set that from billing detail it will be get dispatch. So billing detail will be the dispatch detail. The billing detail is equals to dispatch detail. If billing detail is not equals to dispatch detail, means your billing, your company is from Bangalore, you are getting a you are doing a transaction, you are providing a product from Bangalore. In such case, you can or cannot be provide your dispatch detail in your material center master. If you want that your company is Bangalore and you want to dispatch your product from Bombay, in such scenario, you have to provide your dispatch detail in your material center master. Now you select your item. I put some quantity over here. I put some price over here. Now I select some taxation part and I click the save button. Here you can see I have already created a dummy transporter name with the cell, and I have updated with transporter ID, which is mandatory. I am vehicle number is mandatory for part B, and for part A or EWay generation, transporter ID is mandatory. If you have both vehicle number and transporter ID, then it is very good. You can generate both part A and part B of EWay. You can get the printout of both part A and part B. So let's say I select transporter detail and I double click to update. If I want to update, I didn't update my transporter ID. If I don't want to update directly from the transaction, you can double click here also. The updation box will get raised on your screen. You can update from here also. It will get directly updated in transaction. Let's say you select the station of the customer means from where the product is being going to dispatch. So it's the customer station. Customer also belong to Bangalore. My company also belong to Bangalore. That's why the station that I have defined in my party master is Bangalore. So it has been already phased in this. Pin code has also been phased. If I enable this option, e-way bill requirement, then it get enabled. Now distance will also get auto calculated. If you click this check distance, but make sure your internet remain open for that. Automatically your distance per kilometer will get phase on this box. Next is the subtype. Subtype, there are many kind of there are many process of transaction. Maybe it's a supply of good, maybe it's an export bill, maybe it's a job work bill, or maybe it's SKD or receipt bill. So you have to select what kind of bill you are doing. If you doesn't think that I am doing a normal billing of supply of goods, then you can select automatically also. System will verify that this is a kind of bill you are going to do. Whether it's export bill, system will justify that this is an export bill or is a supply of goods. So you can select automatic mode also. Transaction type. If you want to set manual detail of your transaction type, like you want to set bill to ship to, or regular. Regular means the whatever party master address you have defined, that will be defined as a shipping address. If you want to select bill to ship to, in the such scenario, you can provide your shipping address different. In such scenario, the e-way printer will show the billing address and as well as the shipping address. If you go for the billing for bill form, dispatch form, in such scenario, dispatch form means from where you are going to dispatch. Let's say I provide an example that if you are dispatching from your material center, you have to provide your address on your material center. If you select this option, then e-way bill printout will show bill from dispatch from in your printout. Bill from means from where you are going to do the billing, your company's address, from where you are going to do the billing. And dispatch from means from where, from which branch, or from which area, or from which godown you are supplying the product. So you can, if you select this one, there is another option called dispatch detail requirement. If you select this, enable this option, you have to put your dispatch detail. If you doesn't put your dispatch detail in your material center master, then you have to put over here. If you want to select this option bill from dispatch from, then that scenario, this is mandatory. You have to fill up all this information. If you doesn't fill up this information in your material center master, if you have put your material center master and you want to select that material center master as your dispatch detail, then disable this option, doesn't require. So let's say I select this as an automatic mode and I go for the OK button. If I made it automatic mode, then system will justify, or system will verify whether you are going for a bill to shift method or whether you are going for a dispatch method. No need to select this as manual mode. Now it's asking for the generation of e-way bill. I press this option. I press automatic, as I want to generate e-way bill automatic. And if you want to, here is an option. If you want to pick your address detail from material center, you can enable that. I've told. If you want to select the dispatch detail from your material center, you have to enable this option, or you press the OK button. Here, two pointers coming: check possible error and view and generate error. If you have any certain kind of error, you can click this option. It will show the possible errors. If no possible error is available, let me share you once again the screen. If there is no possible errors, then you can go directly for generation of e-way. Now you can see that I have done a sale entry. Let me modify that sale entry, and I save this option once again, and I press the OK button. I go for the generation of e-way. I click the automatic button, press the OK button, and I want to view and generate my e-way. If I click this option, you will see entire information related to my company detail and my customer detail, like receiver detail, names and address. Global marketing is my customer, is GST number, is address. Everything has been updated in my e-way generation detail. Now, if I click for generate e-way and I press the OK button, here you can see a e-way bill number has been generated automatically. If you go for the printout, you press the OK button. It's asking for your print of e-way bill. So in this scenario, you can see that you no need to go for printing of e-way bill on your e-way bill portal. The print option will also get pop up on your in Busy software. You can directly print your e-way bill detail from here also. Now you can see that it's saying that e-way bill could not be printed. Reason print e-way bill is not allowed in the case of part. Do you want to print in summarized format? Let's say I press yes. I want to print in a summarized format. If I have selected in a summarized format, I can print from summarized format also. So it's also asking you want to print the e-way bill number in standard invoice. You want to print your standard format tax invoice. I said I will print it later. Let's say I check first e-way bill printout. So you can print e-way bill also individually, and you can print your tax invoice individually also. Let's I show you first the e-way bill printout. So you can see a e-waybill printout of part A has been generated in a proper way, and no need to have to go to your e-waybill portal to print your e-waybill detail. Now I show you the tax invoice where you can get the e-waybill number. So if I go for the tax invoice printout, press the yes button. You can select your standard format also. Let me show you the standard print preview. Here you can see on the heading part, transporter detail, vehicle number, station, e-waybill number. So you are getting a e-waybill number also. And if if you are going for a standard printout and you are not getting your e-waybill number updated in your print, but e-waybill number is already get generated, you have to check your standard invoice format. For that, you have to go to administration, configuration, invoice document printing, and standard. Let's say select sales invoice. Under sales invoice, you have to click this transporter detail printout or optional field slash transport detail printing. You have to click this button. You have to check whether this option is enabled or not. You can get whenever you select this option as mentioned below. When you click this as mentioned below, you can get an option to enable or disable your e-waybill detail on your tax printout. So you can enable or disable from here, save this option, then you can get a printout of your e-waybill number in your tax invoice in the standard format. Now, many questions arises that I have generated my e-waybill, but it was a wrong bill. How could I cancel this? Whether I can get an option for cancellation of e-waybill from Busy, or I have to do the cancellation directly from e-waybill portal. I have to log in my e-waybill portal. I have to cancel it manually from the e-waybill portal. Our answer is yes. You can do your cancellation process directly from Busy. No need to go to your e-waybill portal. You can directly cancel your transaction or cancel your e-waybill number. Let me show you the process. As I have generated the e-waybill number of this entry, I want to cancel the e-waybill number of that particular entry. So if I go for this, click this cancel button, cancel this voucher. I said yes. Now it is asking for if you want to cancel the e-waybill number of this voucher also. I said yes. Reason, you have to put a specific reason. Reason is required. Either it's a wrong bill or a mistaken entry. Whatever entry is reason when we you have to mention your reason. It's mandatory. And you press the OK button. You select your remarks, whatever remarks you want to set. You press the OK button, and your e-waybill number get cancelled successfully. Now, another question arises, can I generate e-waybill for that particular voucher number that I have cancelled? Can I regenerate the e-waybill number of that particular voucher? Answer is yes, but this is not on continuous basis. This is for 1 or 2 times. You need to think about that. If you are going for a continuous basis, but then this is wrong process. You should not continue this process. You can do 1 or 2 times. You want that, okay, this is my first or second time mistake, I can do it. I regenerate my e-waybill for that particular voucher number. You go for the activation process, give activation. Your voucher will get activated once again. You select your item, you put your detail, you put your pricing detail, you put your select your taxation detail, you save once again. You generate, go for the generation of e-waybill, you press the OK button. You generate your e-waybill once again, you press the automatic button, you press OK, and go for the generation of e-waybill. Now if you press the OK button, the e-waybill number will get generated automatically for that particular voucher that you have cancelled previously. So this is a 1-2 time cases. Don't make it regular basis. So this is not a rule. You have to maintain this, and this is how we can get a configuration of e-waybill in Busy, and how we can manage our e-waybill number automatically through Busy with a hassle-free way. No need for going manual process. No need for uploading your JSON in your portal and get the e-waybill number. Each and everything will be done automatically. For that purpose, it's a one-time job. You have to generate your GST user ID and password through our e-waybill portal. Now, let's I share you some common question that mostly arises in our mind. Let me share you that kind of questions also with you all. Now, now there is a certain question that mostly arises in our mind. First question is, what is common portal for generation of e-way bill? Common portal for the generation of e-way bill is ewaybill.gst.gov.in. From here, you can generate your e-way bill. You are going for the manual process. E-way bill system is slow. How should I proceed? Now, this is most question that comes our end, that e-way bill generation is getting slow. How we can make it fast, or how we can should make it process? So our suggestion is first check your internet speed, and next wait for some time whether it may be server issue or it may be portal server issue. Third, who all can generate the e-way bill? Now here is a question that who has the right to get the generation or can do the generation of e-way bill? The consigner, the consignee, the registered person, or a transporter of the goods. They have the rights to generate e-way bill. If there is a mistake or wrong entry in e-way bill, what has to be done? As I have shown in practical session that you have to cancel that bill, you have to cancel e-way bill number, and you have to regenerate your e-way bill number in a new method or in a new transaction way. In which case e-way bill cannot be cancelled. If officer has already checked it, if e-way bill detail has been transit already, then in such scenario cancellation can't be done because it has been already verified by the officers. Can part B in e-way bill from busy is possible to generate? I said yes. As I've told that for part B, you have to provide your vehicle number. Vehicle number is mandatory. If you go for e-way bill generation, if you have no vehicle number, then in such scenario, e-way bill number can get generated. Part A will also get generated because you have transporter ID with you. But if you doesn't have the vehicle number with you, then in such scenario, part B printout can't be generated. Should I generate e-way bill against invoice raised for supplying services? If you are going for a service related transaction, in such scenario, e-way bill doesn't require. Rule says that for service transaction, e-way bill is not required. Can we generate e-way bill on challan voucher? Yes. If you are going for a challan, or you can say that delivery challan entry from busy, there is an option to maintain your delivery challan in the transaction material issue to party. Here you have to select the type sale challan. Now, if you are going for a sale challan entry, you can generate your e-way bill from sale challan also. So we are providing e-way bill generation from sale challan also. Before going for a sale bill, you can generate your e-way bill through sale challan also. So these are the common question that was most arises in our mind. Further, if you have any doubt, any clarity you want to you can have a chat with our expert, or you can get a call. You can get a call to our expert for your clearing your doubt. We are providing a simple help desk number. It's a 5 times 82828282 and 82. So 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 now officially I close this session as I see that no question arises in our chat box. So thank you all for your presence, and have a happy and a nice day. Thank you to all of you.